Welcome to my lesson video on 9.5 volumes of pyramids. So in class, we will watch this video which talks about the relationship between volumes of pyramids and cones. Well, if you want to search this video, you can watch it on your own. But basically what they found is this has the exact same base as this shape has. And so they filled this one up with water and then had a second one, and then they would fill this one up with water and pour it into this shape, fill this one up with water, pour it into the shape, and then fill this one up a third time and fill it into the shape. And what they found is 3 of the pyramids is what it will take to fill a prism. So that's the relationship between a pyramid and a prism. It is a third of the size. So that is what the volume is going to look like for the volume of a pyramid. You know, to find the area of a prism, you do the area of the base times height. Well, now to modify that formula for a pyramid, we just multiply 1/3 times the area of the base times height. Now, multiplying by 1/3 is sometimes not so easy to do, so an easier method is to just divide the area of the base times height by 3, because a pyramid is a third of the size of a prism. So to look at the first question here, it says find the volume of the pyramid. So we see the basic general formula there. First thing I'm going to do is find the area of the base. Well, if you look at this shape, it is in the shape of a hexagon. I don't have a formula for finding the area of a hexagon, so that's why they just give me the area of the base for this one. That's where it says capital B equals 48 millimeters squared. So for the area of my base, I'm going to use 48. I'm going to times that by the height. And for finding the height of a pyramid, you have to use the inside height. Because remember, volume is how much the shape can hold, how much is inside of the shape. So I will multiply that times 9, but then because it's a pyramid, I'm going to divide that answer by 3. So 48 times 9 divided by 3, this pyramid can hold 144 millimeters cubed of stuff inside that pyramid. All right, second question here has a couple more examples. So first one here, we want to find the area of the base, which would be a rectangle. So 3 times 4 is 12. I'm going to times that by the inside height here of 7. But of course divide by 3 because it is a pyramid. So that gives me an answer of 28 feet cubed. All right, next one's a little bit tricky to look at, but it's actually a triangular pyramid. So that means here is my base triangle. To find the area of that base triangle, I would have to do 17.5 times 6 divided by 2. So the area of that base is 52.5, times it by the height here of this structure, which is 10. But then, of course, I'm going to divide it by 3 because it is a pyramid shape. So that gives me a volume of 175 meters cubed. All right, you can pause the video and do these 3 on your own. All right, number 1, they give you the area of the base is 21. So times that by the height and then divide it by 3, which gives me a volume of 42 feet cubed. Second one, the base is a rectangle, so the area of that rectangle would be 80. I times that by the height of 7, and then divide that by 3, and that gives me a volume of 186.6, I'll round it to 7 inches cubed. And number 3, the base is a triangle. So to find the area of the triangle, I would do 18 times 7 divided by 2, that's 63, times it by the height of the pyramid, which is 11, and then of course divided by 3 because it is a pyramid, and that gives me 231 centimeters cubed. All right, next shape. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, I've never seen triangular prisms quite like that. or triangular pyramids quite like that. And they're not exactly triangular pyramids because they don't actually come to a point on the top, but they're as close to a pyramid as we can get. So for this real life application, we're going to look at these two sunscreen lotion containers. So it says the volume of sunscreen in bottle B is about how many times the volume in bottle A. So what I have to do is find the volume of bottle A and then divide it by what is the volume of bottle B, so I can find out how many times is more in bottle A than in bottle B. So first I'm going to start with the volume of bottle A. The shape of the base is a rectangle, so it would be 2 times 1, which is 2, times by 6, and then divided by 3 because it is pretty close to a pyramid. That one has a volume, oops, no, I got the wrong answer, just give me a second. That one has a volume of 4 inches cubed. Alright, the second one, B, again has a rectangle for a base, so 3 times 1.5 is 4.5 times the height of 4, but then divided by 3 because it is a pyramid, and that gives me a volume of 6. So the volume of sunscreen in bottle B is about how many times the volume in bottle A? Well, it would be 6 divided by 4, which means it is about 1.5 times the size. And now the second question says, which is the better buy? Well, you can see that bottle A is cheaper than bottle B. Bottle B obviously holds more, so that's why it's a little bit more expensive. We want to figure out how much it would be per inch cubed to compare the prices. So for bottle A, I'm going to take 9.96 and divide it by 4. So you are paying $2.49 per inch cubed. Again, I just took the price, 9.96, and divided it by 4. Then for bottle B, I'm going to take the price, 14.40, and I'm going to divide that by 6, because I want to find out how much that one is per inch cubed, and that one is $2.40 per inch cubed. So you are saving 9 cents per inch cubed for bottle B, so that means bottle B is the better buy. Well, this one you can do on your own if you want to pause the video. Bottle C is on sale for $13.20. Is bottle C a better buy than bottle B in example 3? Well, we're not quite sure yet because we don't know what the volume of bottle C is, which I can easily find. I would just do 3 times 2, which is 6, 6 times the height of 3, and then divide that by 3 because it is a pyramid again, and you get a volume of 6. So then to find out how much it is per inch cubed, I'm going to take my price, $13.20, and divide it by 6. And so this one you're paying $2.20 per inch cubed. So this one is actually the better buy because it's the cheapest. It is the cheapest of the 3. And it makes sense because you're getting the exact same volume as you were in bottle B, but you're paying a less amount, so that's why this one is the better deal. All right, next up you can open up bigideasmath.com, and the first question says, how is the formula for the volume of a pyramid different from the formula for the volume of a prism? Well, the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times the height, times the base times the height. The volume of a prism is the area of the base times the height. So again, the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 of the size of the volume of a prism. Number 2 says, which describes a real-life situation that involves finding the volume of a pyramid. And it says you're comparing the sizes of 2 oil drums. You want to know which one has more space inside of it. You're comparing the sizes of 2 tents. I want to know which one has more space inside of it. You're comparing the sizes of 2 tents and want to know which one required more fabric to make. You're comparing the sizes of 2 oil drums and want to know which one requires more paint to cover it. It would actually be this one, where you're finding the volume of a pyramid for question number 2. A triangular pyramid and a triangular prism have the same base and height. The volume of a prism is how many times the volume of a pyramid. And like we watched in that video, although you weren't able to watch the video, but in class they were, it is 3 times the size. Thanks for watching. Remember, you can always email if you have any questions.